We just saw Everest, and on the show I take my friends, we go see a movie, review it in the car, and then we have a discussion. This review video is spoiler-free, so if you're on the fence or looking for a recommendation, you can watch this and find out what we thought. And if you've already seen it and want to hear us talk about spoilers, check out the other video, which will be called Everest Movie Discussion with Spoilers. This is based on a true story. It took place in 1996. A bunch of people tried to climb Everest, and a big storm hit, and some terrible things happened. The first half hour, 45 minutes of this movie really does a great job of setting up all the different personalities. It makes you care about a lot of the people that you're going to be watching throughout the rest of the movie, which turns out to be really good because once everybody's in full gear, like, they pretty much have to take their face mask and their glasses off before you know who it is that's, talking or what's going on. So
just a bunch of beards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the first half an hour, 45 minutes of the movie is where all of the dialogue and acting is, and then everything else is just sort of watching things play out and a couple of sentences here and there, but you get the idea of what's happening. It was really good. I mean, it was really, really well done. I liked that it didn't feel like an adaptation and that it didn't feel like a movie version. It felt more like a recreation of actual events. There's some emotional beats that feel like a movie. There's, they cast people in certain spots and you're like, well, that person was cast because they're going to play an important role, in some way. But other than that, it's not like, a traditional, arc structure for every character. The person that turns out to be kind of the protagonist of the film doesn't really have the arc that you'll expect. So I really enjoyed that about it. I had similar feelings when I watched the movie Alive, that you're just sort of on the edge of your seat, and it's really well done, and it feels like a retelling or a recreation rather than a movie adaptation of all of that. And it does the thing that a lot of these movies do, where they show you the real people, pictures of the real people at the end. And in this, it really felt deserved. It felt like a good way to do it. So I really liked it. I would recommend it. We saw it in IMAX 3D. It was great in IMAX really 3D. Cool. So if you get the chance, I would see it. What'd you guys think?
I loved it. You really need to see it in IMAX because the movie just deserves that scope, especially with the setting that it has. I had one problem with the movie, that there were far too many characters. And it gets a little confusing because when they're in their full gear, you can't tell really who's who. So you're following these group of people, and then they get to a point where they take off their masks, and it's completely different people than you thought.
I thought that was that guy.
Yeah. That was my only problem with the movie. It really did a good job of just letting the sheer monstrosity that is Everest build the tension for you. They didn't throw anything in there to be exciting, like all of a sudden random avalanche or anything. It didn't need it.
The mountain doesn't feel alive. It's not like Jaws. It's not like the mountain is out to get them.
The mountain doesn't hate them. It's just a mountain,
right?
And it just so happens to be a very dangerous one. They did a really good job. Really, really well done. I enjoyed it. I definitely suggest going and seeing it.
Yeah, I too, third vote in favor of it. Especially the first half to 2/3 of the movie. Just of course, all the entire part of the ascent to the summit, all the emotions behind it, the crazy dangers. It's very tense, even though it's just a bunch of people going up the way, right? but like it's so tense. And even though they got like all the modern stuff, it's not like the old 1950s climbers. It's like they got like the medications and the set ropes and even ladders and everything. But even with that, there's still so much danger that you really kind of feel that, and the way the camera angles are placed, and just it was cut really well in a way that just felt like the film was climbing. So for that alone, it's worth watching. I don't know that it have much replay value, but if you have not seen it, it's definitely a must-see. Especially, I mean, the bigger screen you can watch it on, the better, because it's a big mountain.
Yeah, it's an IMAX movie.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
This one really justifies it.
So, cool. That's our review. If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews at dalemaxfield.com, and check out that spoiler video if you've already seen the movie. Thanks for watching.